Hi guys, Raindale here. Today I'm blessed to have Luck with me for a couple friendly matches. Luck, first of all, if you don't know him, pause the video, go in the description below, and go subscribe to his channel. He has great videos. He's my main resource about live PvP, but he also provides a lot of tools, especially for newer players, where he'll explain game mechanics and how raids work and how box events work. So he's a really great place to be if you want to learn how the game works and especially do some of those more complicated events. So, hi Luck.
Hey, thanks for the great introduction.
I rehearsed a little bit. Does it? Did it show?
No, it sounded great. I feel like I should have done a better job on my introduction of you now.
Hey, no worries. I'm glad to have the chance to be featured on your channel. I've been watching it for a long time. And so what we're doing today is we're doing two friendly matches in live PvP. This is the second match. So again, if you want to see the first match and the beginning of this collab, pause the video, go to Locke's channel, or just go in the description below, click the link, and then you'll see the first part. You can sub to his channel, and we'll go on from there. You can come back here afterwards.
It was a very interesting match. It kept going both ways. We wasn't sure what the winner was for the first match, so I'm really excited to see how this second match goes.
Oh yeah. So I did end up winning the first one, even though I wasn't sure who was the luckiest in terms of the random procs. But with the fact that both characters on our team have access to CC and disables, or at least disabling status effects, there's kind of an RNG aspect to the battle, where the first one to land the CC might just win.
Yes, that is very true, and I'm actually trying to give opponents a little chance to CC using 2B and 9's TMR together, because both of those together actually negates a lot of common CC effects, except for like stun or something.
Yeah, that's very true. It might be one of the weaknesses of my team. I don't have any way to mitigate status effects aside from 2B's resistance field, but I'm running my units at 50 faith with the exception of Ravius, so hoping that I get lucky and the CC doesn't land.
Yeah, I'm. So both my King Mont and my Liart are at 97 faith, so it is very easy for them to get different status effects on them. So that's why I realized that I have to have a way of mitigating that, and that's why I decided to go with 2B as my third unit in this comp, along with 9's TMR.
I'm interested in hearing that. How does your King Mont fare against magical units? Does he get like two-shot, or does he still tank those attacks pretty well?
He can probably take about 3 shots. Because I also have, since Liar is in White Mage sub, she can also cast Shell on him. And then I have the TMR that Marshall's TMR for that shield. And so with those two and him having I think like 8k HP, he can usually take 3 hits. And because I have so much status effect on my team, magical units typically have 97 faith. So these status effects really help out against magic teams. It's basically if I can land a 1 status effect on them before my King Mont dies, I usually win, typically.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm glad to hear that. I was really wondering. So are you ready to move on with the match?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Perfect, let's launch it. Now, I do remember your team was faster, so you'll get the initiative there.
Yes, and last time I actually kind of lost some time, so King Mont it didn't really move. So this time I'm planning to have him move around a little bit.
Oh yeah?
Yes. So so I was a turn behind simply because I kind of messed up my order a little bit, but that's okay. This time I'm more prepared with what I wanted to do, because I've been playing around with many different compositions, and this was the one I started with, and then I went to like a couple others, and I forgot the order of operations that I already had in my head.
Oh.
So I'm like, what does King Mon do again? And I forgot.
And we're also not playing in the usual map, so that has to count for something, because we're kind of forced to play in a somewhere where it's not the same. Like I prepared for the new map, not the snowy fields, so it's kind of a challenge trying to pick up the crystals at the right time and fight for those important objectives.
Yes. So here I have to decide if I'm going to use the charm because I feel like you're going to start rushing me as soon as you can,
Oh yeah.
or I can try to go for revitalize because and just hope I can get lucky with trying to do something to one of your guys before I get charmed.
Yeah, yeah. I think my game plan has. I have to try and rush you because if I can't make that happen, you'll just pepper me with range attack until one of the CC lands, and then you'll move in with your two high damage units and take me out.
So I have a chance here to try to disable your Rabius, and I'm going to take it
What's the chance?
at 48, like last guy.
48%. That's a risky move to take. Because
Yes, yeah, it is a little bit of a risky move to take. But sometimes the game is just down on 15% chances. Like how many times did I just reflex last time, right?
oh yeah, I think you got 3 reflex out in the same match. That was pretty insane. But yeah, I'm wondering in terms of positioning. I find that my game plan, I have to rush you because of the presence of Liarte on your team. But is your team designed to stay further away, or is there a specific game plan that your team has when you're going into this fight?
Typically,
Oh yeah, that's it.
uh, I don't know. It's a mix of two, simply because like Liarsha doesn't have too much range, so opponents still have to kind of rush me to take her out. But King Mond is there with his what's his name, with his like berserk attacks. So it's a mix of two. I actually don't play like tankish characters too often. I'm a lot more used to playing range. So I'm not fully comfortable with it yet, but it seems to be working. It was at least working a little bit. Wow, I didn't realize my Liarte would do as much damage as she is. I thought she would do a little bit less damage to my King Mont. So that was my backup plan, to use like one of my charge skills on King Mont to remove the impending the charm.
Yeah.
But that's not going to work because she will just kill him.
Oh yeah, she has enough damage to take the last third of his HP.
She does like 2.5k damage or something. So
Wow.
if like he will probably just die. Oh, so
So I can either 67% chance Liarte or 97% chance King Mont. I'll obviously take King Mont, especially since he's going. Oh, he's not going next.
yes,
What?
because moving Liarte up increased to be's.
Damn it. I'll still charm King Mont, but now you might do something with To Be that I won't like. So I am not as comfortable with this movement now. So that was a change in the turn order because of the unit affinity between your units, right?
Yes, exactly.
Oh. Did you plan that around, or did it just happen?
It just kind of happened.
Ah, man, you could just break the charm like this. So all I did was waste a turn from To Be with that charm.
Yes, and now. Oh, but I have this. So
Are you gonna disable?
finding a good finding a good position for disable is difficult because I can't hit both.
Oh yeah,
So that sucks.
I purposely used some height differences because I was really scared you would just berserk both of my units.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and then you can go for 9S. And something that I find is To Be is really good at nullifying berserk, but she can't heal it once it's already there. So that's definitely a risk of using her like this. So now I have to somehow take everybody on your team out. Can I do that? Oh wait, that's To Be. That's not the character I thought. So I'm fine then. No, I'm not fine. You have shields. Your shields are too strong. How am I going to deal with that? I guess I'll just use Whirling Vortex, but I can't group. Oh no, I'm going to time out. I'll have to use it there. See, that's one of my issues. I think for too long, and then I end up doing stupid stuff like grouping my guys like this.
Yeah, that's one of my main weaknesses as well. Not uh, like running out of time. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna try stop this time, and it didn't work. Last time
Yeah.
I had a lot more luck.
This
This
fight
time
is
I
definitely decided by RNG more than anything. Like, my Nines just went twice in a row. That could have meant the end of the match. Let's see. Can she actually kill to be before she goes? 68% chance. I am not going to take that. That is way too low. And I cannot kill Liarte either. Okay, not great. What can I do then? I guess I'll go for the Saintly Cross and hope to hit. Nope, only did some damage to
I was
Liarte.
surprised you didn't charm King Mont again.
You know what? I forgot I could do that. For some reason,
Yeah.
King Mont was like out of reach for me, but he definitely was in reach. Yeah, I think that was definitely a misplay on my end, because I figured charming
Wow.
Liarte wouldn't be good. Oh, did I just get 2 reflexes in a row?
I think so, but that's fine. I mean, I got so many last time, so
Yeah.
but it evens out.
Yeah, but I think a reflex on to be is not comparable to a reflex on Liarte. Like, if you take out to be, you've won the fight, because she's my only remaining damage dealer, and you still have a couple turns to deal with the Berserk 9S. And also, Berserk units take double damage, if I'm not mistaken, so you could probably kill 9S fairly easily. Yeah, like that.
Do they take double damage? I thought I thought their defense was reduced a little bit, but I didn't realize it was like double damage.
Let me take a
If it
look
is,
at
it's
my guy right now. He still has 35 defense, so I'm pretty sure he takes double damage.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay.
Oh, wow. And now my position is pretty bad because I cannot use Shockwave on your Liarte. I have to use Whirling Vortex if I want to hit her. But I'm expecting 9S to take out your to be, possibly.
Unless
Yeah.
reflex again. Nope.
Unless reflex. Yeah, this fight, the RNG was definitely in my favor. Because I don't think there's any way for King Mont to kill all 3 units.
Yep. I don't think you can do that.
Especially since,
So-
realistically, you'll have 1 turn to hit me before I AP drain you, so...
I was hoping for a crit there, but that also was not in my favor.
Yeah, the crit would have made all the difference. I am basically out of AP, but it doesn't really matter. Tabi is pretty good at fighting King Mont in terms of the damage she can do.
So that's 2-0 for you.
2-0 for
Congrats.
me. Wow. But you, to be fair, full disclaimer, you have been using Nivlu in your actual team, and this is the team that we had discussed upon. I'm pretty sure if you had been running your actual class match team, it would have been more of a I would have been in a pretty tough spot.
Yeah, it's like part of the reason I didn't really want to use Niblu on this map was because I feel like it's without Quicken, Gunners become really, really strong, and it feels like a little bit of a unfair advantage. So I didn't really want to use it, and I kind of really wanted to play around more with 2B as well. It was the team. This was the team I originally started with for Seam, like that I wanted to play, and then I made changes based on like different things that I found out. Like for example, this team isn't as offense oriented as I typically like to be. It's a little bit more defensive, and I guess you can do a lot of damage once Berserk lands, but typically it doesn't do as much damage as I would like in the playstyle that I go for. So that's why I decided to go with different teams until I eventually settled on the team that I have now, which is actually 9S, Liart, and Niblu.
All right, we should definitely do one of these later on where we play competitive, more competitive rule set, and then try to go at each other's throats. That would be another interesting video for the future.
Yeah, we'd be definitely happy to collaborate and do more of these videos. It's a lot of fun just playing and chatting at the same time, and like just thinking about your ideas and talking it over.
Yeah, it's a different experience. Like, I'm used to talking over autoplay, but not manual play because I record my class matches and then I comment on them. So it's a little bit confusing, but it went better than I thought for me. I didn't do too many bad plays except forget that I can charm King Mont.
Yeah, it's for me. It's when I seem to have trouble doing two things at once, and when I'm talking, I don't think as much of the options available as I typically do. I think, but still, I mean, I was pretty happy with it. As you said, like a lot of the games seem to also have been just decided by the RNG factor, just because of the teams that were playing with, especially the teams that I was playing with, like charm and disable and stop and everything.
Oh yeah.
So
So in this last match, you missed one stop, one disable, and I had two reflexes proc. Like that just heavily turns the balance in my favor, even if we were to both play perfectly.
yeah, and that was part of I think the reason why I went with ended up going with Niblu, because I'm like I don't know if I want to take that chance with like status effects all the time. So I ended up going with with Niblu that just does straight up damage, because if I kill the unit, I don't really need to charm or stop or anything. You know?
Yeah. A kill is guaranteed, especially when there's no re-raise or revives.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I was really happy when you reached out to me with the idea of doing a collab, and I think it did not disappoint. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun too. Thanks for agreeing to do it with me. Let's try to set this up more often and do some more fun matches. Maybe with like rule sets we come up with or something.
Oh yeah. And then for all you listeners, first of all, again, go subscribe to Locke. But also, if you have ideas of rule set and you want to give us some kind of challenges, go ahead. Let us know in the comments. We'll take a look at them and then possibly tailor another collaboration based on those.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Looking forward to hearing what you guys are like thinking of and the ideas that you give us.
All right. Well then, thanks to everybody who listened. Thank you again, Luck, and have a great rest of your day, everybody.